Welcome to Classic Comedy of Old Time Radio. I'm your host, Ron Eckelbarger. Have you brushed your teeth? I hope so, because we're going to listen to the Pepsodent Show starring Bob Hope. This is episode number 355, and it originally aired on November 18th, 1947. Here now is Eddie Cantor, filling in for Bob Hope with quite a few special guests.
Well, use Pepsodent twice a day. See your dentist twice a year. Tonight from Hollywood, Lever Brothers Company presents the Pepsodent Show with Bob Hope's special guest stars, Eddie Cantor, Red Skelton, Fibber McGee and Molly, Amos and Andy, and Walter Winchell. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Hope is still on the high seas en route to England, and you'll hear him in person from London next Tuesday night. In his absence, we present an all-star cast of Bob Hope's friends, starting with our guest master of ceremonies, Eddie Cantor. Get up off your knees. Bob Hope is here now.
Gee, thanks. Eddie, you know, this is swell of you to drop in and help Bob like this.
Well, who could refuse? He left a note under my door, come down to NBC and get a surprise. Some surprise. They shove a script in my hand, point to the microphone, and that's not enough. Before I start, they make me brush my teeth with Pepsodent.
But, Eddie.
Yeah?
What do you usually brush your teeth with?
Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer. I got a sponsor, too. Oh, but I'm only kidding. I'm very happy to help an old friend. By the way, Wendell, did Bob say anything before he left about how much, about the, did he have anything at all?
Yes, the usual.
I see. Who shall I make it out to?
You mean Bob isn't paying you anything for this, Eddie?
Wendell, you know that expression, a fool and his money are soon parted?
Yes.
You are working for the original quiz kid. I've known Bob for so long, I can tell you all his weak points and all his strong points.
Well, what are some of his strong points?
Short joke, wasn't it?
Oh, you're just jealous because Bob's going to Princess Elizabeth's wedding.
I'm not jealous, Wendell. The king asked me to attend his daughter's wedding, but I turned it down. Just turned it down. Did I not go? I don't want to go.
Well, wait a minute. You turned down the King of England after he asked you to be a guest at his daughter's wedding?
Who said anything about guests? He wanted me as a technical advisor. Him with his two girls, amateur.
I thought Crosby was getting that job, Eddie. You know, he's quite a family man, too, you know.
Crosby, are you kidding? With storks who know Hollywood best, it's Cantor, 5-4. Don't encourage me. I'm not going to do an encore. Anyway, I'll be represented at the wedding. I helped Bob out with his wardrobe, you know.
Oh, but Bob's so much bigger, Eddie. Why, he couldn't get into one of your suits.
Who's talking about suits? I loaned him one of Ida's corsets.
Say, Eddie, do you think we ought to talk behind Bob's back like this?
What'd you say?
I said, do you think we ought to talk behind Bob's back like this?
Why not? It's so nice and roomy. I was kidding about Ida's corset. I loaned him one of my suits. I really did.
Well, I still don't see how Bob can wear your clothes. He's 35 pounds heavier than you are.
Well, the tailor put an extra piece in it, Wendell. Bob will look great at the wedding. He'll be the only one there wearing British morning trousers with a Scotch plaid seat. Well, here I am. Why not to spend what all with you? Not a very good voice today. I don't feel too good. Of course, I always feel this way after I've had my distemper shot, you know. I think I got a little fever. I took my temperature with Moore's pressure cooker thermometer, and it said I was about ready to can. I was able to do my work before I come to town anyhow. I fed the chickens, I fed my horses, I fed my pigs. Pigs. That reminds me, I ain't eat yet. Well, as soon as I find out why Bob Hope ain't on the air tonight, I'll warm my innards with some victuals. Well, let's see. Wonder which studio it would be. Here's the rolling program. We'll skip that for now. Maybe this man knows which studio Bob Hope broadcasts from. Howdy doody. Could you tell me where the Pepsodent program broadcasts from?
Why, yes, you go right through that door. Well, open it up first.
Details. Speak up, I ain't no genius, you know.
Wait, I'll take you in. Say, wait a minute. First, just fix your tie.
Oh, thank you.
Say, that's an unusual tie.
Yeah, I got it out of the mail order catalog.
You mean that you sent away and got that?
No, I just cut it out and pasted it on.
Eddie,
Yeah, how are you, Wendell?
this goon wants to see Bob Hope.
Well, come on in, fella. No, I better not. Oh, it's all right. Say, why are you blushing? I ain't blushing. It's my red flannel sneaking up on me again. I'm sorry, fella, but Mr. Hope isn't here. No? He's on a boat bound for England. They finally chased him out of the country. Oh, no. No, he's appearing at the command performance of the King of England. England? I was there during the war, you know. Yeah. Yeah, too bad you didn't get to the bomb shelter in time. You were in the army, you say. An officer? No, I could have been an officer, though, if they'd have noticed the good work I did. But them generals never came around the guardhouse. Yeah. They were too busy trying to talk to Howard Hughes, I guess. He said Bob Hope won't be on the air tonight? That's right. Well, I don't know what my mom's going to do. She never goes to sleep till she hears Bob Hope. Well, he'll be on again next week. He's going to be awful sleepy. Don't look at me, will you? This guy makes the mad Russian appear like Professor Einstein. Now, if you'll show me where it says that, I'll continue. Well, I'm sorry I bothered you, but before I go, would you care for a little snort? Well, I wouldn't mind. You know.
And here's Eddie Cantor and the Sportsman singing Civilization.
Bongo, 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 I don't want to leave the Congo. Oh, no, 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 no. Bingo, bango, bungle, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go. Don't want high prices, taxes, housing shortage, worry and fear. So no matter how they coax me, I'll stay right here. Yes, 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 we'll stay right here. Each morning a missionary appetite would be on sign. Madman month. He tells the native population that civilization is fine. 903. And some educated savages holler from a bamboo tree. Hey, Dick Tracy, you catch mumbles yet? That civilization is the thing for me to see. Oh, bongo, 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 I don't want to leave the Congo. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bingo, bongo, bongo, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go. Don't want no crazy auto drivers knocking me on my ear. Life is safer in the jungle, I'll stay right here. Yes, 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 we'll stay right here. They have things like the atom bomb. So I think I'll stay where I am. Civilization, no, we'll stay right here. Down in the Congo. Poor Miriam, neglected using Miriam. So singing smile had no winning style.
Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Not me.
Why not?
You'll see. So folks don't be like Miriam. Pepsodent won by 3-1. Just recently, families from coast to coast, thousands of people were asked to compare new Pepsodent toothpaste with the brands they've been using at home. By an overwhelming majority, by an average of 3-1, they preferred new Pepsodent over any other brand they tried. Yes, with families who made comparison tests, Pepsodent won by 3-1.
For its cool, minty flavor that lingers on and on.
Families who made comparison tests chose Pepsodent 3-1.
For making the breath so lastingly clean.
Families who made comparison tests chose Pepsodent 3-1.
And for cleaning teeth better, giving bright new sparkle to your smile.
Families who made comparison tests chose Pepsodent 3-1. So for new pleasure in brushing your teeth, new pleasure in the results you'll see, try cool, minty, new Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium. The 3-1 favorite with families all over America. Dear Miriam, sweet Miriam, now she's using Miriam. So her singing smile has a winning style.
Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Okay, don't smile. I'll say, all folks just be like Miriam. Use Miriam. Say, I'll bet that Pepsodent sells almost as well as the product I sell. Pepsodent.
Hello, Mr. Cantor.
Miss Vera Bay. Why, Miss Vague, if you hadn't said you, I'd never have recognized you. The way that Bob Hope described such a lovely, beautiful, shy, charming girl. I wish I weren't a married man with 5 daughters nearly as old as you.
You thrilling man. You really think your daughters are nearly as old as me?
Yes, I think so. Of course, I never added their ages up.
Why, you dear picked out Popeye here.
Oh, Miss Page, please, I'm sorry. I was just kidding. Really, I think you're stunning.
Oh.
Maybe tonight we could go for a walk. You've got that new look.
Oh, I gotta go for a ride. I've got that old idea.
Miss Page, you're dynamite, aren't you? Tell me, what kind of perfume is that you're wearing?
Oh, this is my own special invention. J. Parnell Thomas, number 5.
J. Parnell Thomas, number 5?
Yes, one whiff and you want to investigate further. Oh, dear. I'm so glad you like me, Mr. Cantor. I thought you'd be on your program sometime. I'd work very cheaply.
Well, I might be able to squeeze you in.
Oh, you might? Well, that way I'd work even cheaper.
I don't know if I could take it, Miss Bates. You see, I've worked with some beautiful girls in my time, you know, Ziegfeld Follies.
Well, never mind that. Just tell me, how do I stack up?
Like an old pile of war surplus.
Oh, you senile Mickey Rooney, you. Tell me, haven't you have to tell your eyelids to blink?
Wait a minute. This program is like Information Please. Everybody has answers.
That's right, Mr. Cantor. You see, I'd be great on your program. I have a trigger mind.
Yes, and when you're through with it, give it back the trigger. I didn't mean that, Miss Vague. I just said it so you wouldn't miss Bob Hope too much. Do you actually miss him?
Oh, yes, constantly. You see, Mr. Cantor, I'm working on a Christmas gift for him.
You're making Bob's Christmas gift?
Yes.
How is it coming along?
Oh, fine. Of course, I may need a longer fuse.
Wait a minute. You're making a bomb for Bob Hope's Christmas present?
Oh, yes, I'm so mad at him. He wouldn't take me along to Princess Elizabeth's wedding.
Oh, but Miss Vague, that's a big social event. All that nobility and everything, you know.
Well, so what? I've been smoking Prince Albert for years.
Really, Miss Vague? I'm amazed. I thought you were the orchid, champagne, and Granger, rough cut type. So you're angry at Bob for not taking you on the trip, huh?
Yes, no, well, really, I'm glad, to tell you the truth. The last time I took a boat trip, I was taking a stroll on the deck, and I almost drowned.
Wait a minute, you were just taking a stroll on the deck and you almost drowned? How could that happen?
Oh, some darn fool yelled, "Man overboard!"
And now, folks, to check the reaction of the public to this all-star program, we take you to the home of a couple of typical listeners, 79 Wistful Vista, the home of Fibber McGee and Molly.
Aren't you through tinkering at the radio yet, McGee?
Not practically. There's just one little thing wrong with it, Molly.
What's that?
It won't work. Otherwise, now let me see. Maybe if I connect the antenna condenser to the grid leak supercharger and boost the static collector a little more.
Maybe the tubes are stopped up.
Huh?
Did you try blowing through them?
Huh?
I know you usually blow out all the tubes first.
No. That won't help, Molly. You see, I'm changing this thing over to shortwave tonight so I can hear Bob Hope, the comedian.
Oh.
Paper says he's broadcasting from England.
From England?
Uh-huh.
My goodness, that's an awfully long trip.
Distance means nothing to Hope. That guy takes a trip to England like I go down to the drugstore.
Oh, in a sweatshirt and bedroom slippers? Heavenly days, what a way to travel.
No, I don't mean that, Molly. Hey, I wonder if Hope will come on talking with an English accent and wearing a manacle.
Oh, you don't mean manacle, McGee. You mean a monocle.
Monocle? You're confused, Tootsie. A monocle is a newspaper. The London Daily Monocle is one of
Oh,
the...
McGee, that's the chronicle.
Oh, Molly, please, don't tell me about chronicles. You heard Doc Gamble tell me if I didn't cut out cigars, my chronicle tubes would get stopped up and I would...
The word is bronchial, dearie, and it's pronounced bronchial.
Bronchial? And what was that horse I'd have won $5 at the carnival on if he hadn't thrown me in the top row of the seat?
A bronco, a bucking bronco.
I believe that was a bronco at that. Well, then, Dad, what in the first place did I say wrong?
You said Bob Hope would broadcast wearing a manacle. Manacles are handcuffs.
So what if he does? He could do that show with his hands tied behind him. Hey, I better get this radio fixed. This thing ought to bring in shortwave okay. It cost $90. Money was worth more back in 1924, too.
Maybe it just isn't a shortwave set, dearie. Some of them aren't, you know.
Well, it says so right on this one, kiddo. See right here, it says AC and DC. First one's for local stuff, of course, AC, around the city.
What does the DC stand for?
DC is distant country. That's it.
McGee, I didn't realize you knew so much about it.
Oh, shucks, I've been fooling around with radio as long as I can remember.
Well, you've been fooling around with that radio right there as long as I can remember.
Yep. I remember when I was just a little kid back in Peoria, I built the first receiving set in town. Years ahead of my time.
Did it work all right?
Never could tell. I was so far ahead of time, they hadn't even invented broadcasting stations.
Say, look, sweetheart, who told you Bob Hope was broadcasting from England anyhow? I didn't hear that.
Why, it's right here in the paper. It says right here. Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
It says Bob Hope broadcasting from England next week.
Oh.
Well, hey, somebody's got to be... I wonder who's on his show tonight.
Well, don't look now, dearie, but we're not. We're off.
Huh? Oh, I see what you mean. Good night.
Good night, all.
Thank you, Fibber McGee and Molly. You were wonderful. And now, I'll get it. Hello?
This is long distance. London, England is calling Bob Hope.
London, England? It must be the King calling, Bob. Gosh, what'll I do? I'll take it, operator.
Here's your coffee.
King, I'm so excited I can hardly talk. Hello, King. Bob's on his way over there, King. He'll be there tomorrow, King. Is there anything I can do for you, King?
You might dig me up a date with a cute little queen.
Well, it's Professor Corona. So you're in England, Professor?
Yes, and I got to talk fast.
Why must you talk fast?
The British are coming.
Corona. Corona, tell me, are idiots lonely?
Yes, shall we hold hands? Now listen, Hope.
Corona, this isn't Bob Hope. I'll give you a hint who I am. Listen to this. Potatoes are cheaper, tomatoes are cheaper.
Oh, at last.
Who was that?
President Truman.
Look, stop this nonsense. This is Eddie Cantor. Are you really in London?
Yes, Cantor. My train's just putting in now.
Kelowna, what kind of a train whistle is that?
It's the friendship train.
Oh, Kelowna, you're in a fog.
No, I'm in London. What's your excuse?
Wait a minute. What are you doing in London anyway, Professor?
Well, I'm in charge of the Princess Elizabeth's wedding, Cantor, and I can hardly wait. As soon as the ceremony is over, just think, I get to kiss all the barmaids in London.
Wait a minute, Kelowna. It's the bridesmaids you're supposed to kiss. What do the barmaids have to do with it?
I don't ask questions. I just have fun. Say, Cantor, I got to hang up now. I'm going fox hunting.
You're going fox hunting? Well, what's all that noise?
Can't get my horse out of the phone booth. There's a noise of galloping over the hill, and the huntsman's horns ring merry and shrill. Here they come with a view, halloo, hounds and horses and huntsmen too, galloping, 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 galloping by. The horses trample, the hounds they bay, the riders' coats are scarlet and gay. Up to the huntsman cry, say you ever seen the fox go by? Galloping, 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 galloping by. I look as stupid as I can be, and never a word do they get from me. Until an anger they take the rein and start the rollicking hunt again. Galloping, 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 galloping by. No, that's the wrong horn. Tally ho! Hello! That's the water of Hope. How you know? And the call second. Oops! There goes the call in the front. Hope went back to look for the quarter. Going to be a tight finish. They're crossing the line all together. After the holly, left jack, boogle boogle, over the herring, after the hook, after the hacker. And the winner, S.C. Boone of Lexington, Kentucky. Or would I be telling you, no, not I, that I saw the fox go wearily by? Wearily fancy worn and spent, would I be telling the way he went? Galloping, 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 no, not I. It's really foxy, galloping, 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 galloping by.
Pepsodent won by 3-1. Yes, in a recent survey, families from coast to coast, thousands of people, compared new Pepsodent toothpaste with brands they've been using at home. By an overwhelming average of 3-1, they preferred new Pepsodent toothpaste with Irium over any other brand they tried. The N.W. Armstrong family of 5101 Melrose Avenue, Los Angeles, preferred new Pepsodent on every single count. Mrs. Armstrong says,
Our little daughter, Terry, just loves the taste of Pepsodent. In fact, we all do. And my husband is convinced there's nothing like Pepsodent for cleaning his breath. As for me, I found Pepsodent makes my teeth look brighter than ever before.
and family after family agree with the Armstrongs. Yes, with families who made comparison tests. Pepsodent won by 3-1. Get it without delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amos and Andy were supposed to be on this program tonight, but they haven't shown up yet. They did tell me that their pal, the Kingfish, well, they borrowed an old, broken-down second-hand car so they could drive to the studio. I wonder if they're still on their way. boys, how long you figure we've been riding now?
Oh, about 10 minutes.
Then I guess it's safe to put it in second gear.
Knock my hat right off.
Well, it sure is nice to be working on the Bob Hope Show this week. You know, next week he's going to be broadcasting from England.
Yeah.
Say, Kingfish, look, there's NBC studios right there.
Yeah, and here's the parking space.
All right, I'll stop the car.
Well, you missed NBC and stopped right in front of CBS.
Here's another parking space right here. I say, fellas, while you two are parking the car, why don't I run into NBC there and tell them we're here? Yeah, Amos, so we don't want to make other people on the Bob Hope Show mad with us. Well, fellas, I'll get on in the studio.
Good idea, Amos. Go ahead.
Well, Andy, now to park the car. The fellow I bought it from told me that I got to use the foot brake and the emergency brake, too.
Yeah, well, you think you can back it in there? You ain't got too much space.
Yeah, well, I'll show you how to get it in between them two cars. Stick your head out the window there, and I'll go on back. Now, guide me in there.
Okay. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Whoa! Cut your wheels and go forward.
Tell me how I'm doing.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa!
Do you think you could get the road just a little ahead of the impact? Well, I'm going to try it again here now.
Okay, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Whoa! Don't work that way neither, do it. You know something, the way you going, you could get a job in a parking lot.
Well, I don't think this your emergency brake ain't working. That's the trouble. I've been pulling on the thing.
What do you pull on?
This thing right here.
That. I've been wondering why that ventilator on the hood has been flipping up and down.
Well, what I got to do is get in here. Now, let me back up a little bit. Oh, I know what the trouble is. I'm going forward in second gear. Let me get the thing in low once and try. Watch this.
Yeah, you can even hit them better that way.
Yeah. Now, Andy, you better step out the car and direct me here.
Yeah. I'll get out and stand behind that fire hydrant.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's it, sir.
Come on back. Hold it, hold it. Your bumpers is locked.
I'll pull up. How's that, Andy? Is the bumper clear?
Yeah, it's clear off the car.
I think I'll go forward now. That'll do the job.
All right, come on. Come on. Whoa! We come out together that time.
Well, at least we got the car parked. Now, come on, Andy. We better get on in the studio here.
Yeah. Hey, there's Eddie Cantor coming out of NBC now.
Well, hello there, Andy and Kingfish.
Hello, Mr. Cantor.
Yeah, we come down to help out Mr. Hope. We just had a hard time parking the car, but that's over. Now for the program. Too late, boys. That's over, too. Thank you, Amos and Andy. Ladies and gentlemen, ordinarily at this time, Bob has a serious message for you. We're fortunate to have in his place tonight your New York correspondent, Walter Winchell.
Attention, Mr. and Mrs. United States. When I am recruited to help exploit the March of Dimes, the Red Cross, Navy Relief, or the Runyon Cancer Fund and other causes, the people of the stage, screen, and radio help most and do the hardest work. We on the Runyon Committee have never had to ask these wonderful people to help us. They always say, as Bob Hope said, what can we do to help you? Thanks then again to the show folks, and to all of you in 48 states for your gracious and generous help. We have already turned over $675,000, including $25,000 to war veterans in California. By next December the 10th, we will have allocated $1 million in the four corners of the 48 states and the Middle West. We are nearing the $1.5 million mark now, with not a penny deducted for expenses of any kind. The Runyon Fund is also grateful to the coin machine industries of Chicago. These fine people pledge at least $250,000 to our fund every year. For accelerating the efforts in this terrible war on cancer, you have my deepest thanks as a citizen. For doing it in affectionate memory of Alfred Damon Runyon, you have the gratitude of all of us on the newspapers who are the guardians of his...
The vast majority of the people we listen to or hear about on this show have passed away. But Queen Elizabeth II, who is 94, and Prince Philip, who is 99, are still alive and still married. They will celebrate their 73rd wedding anniversary this coming November 20th. Of course, you heard quite a few references to their upcoming nuptials on the show today. Elizabeth's father, King George VI, had invited quite a few movie stars for a command film performance of The Bishop's Wife, starring Cary Grant, David Niven, and Loretta Young. On our website, in the show notes for today's podcast, I have attached a link to newsreel footage of the event. According to RoyalWatcherBlog.com, the date of the film showing was November 25th, 1947. That would be 5 days after the wedding. Of course, Princess Elizabeth and Philip would not have been there. They were on their honeymoon, but the king and the queen were there, as you will see if you watch that newsreel footage. Also in the show today, you heard them say that the following week's Pepsodent Show was to be broadcast from London. Well, unfortunately, no recordings of that show are available for us to air next week. That would have been fun to listen to. But unfortunately, remaining shows from 1947 are non-existent or locked up in somebody's vault or attic somewhere. Please send your questions and comments to host@classiccomedyotr.com. Come back next Wednesday for the next episode of The Pepsodent Show starring Bob Hope. Check in on Friday for another installment of The Life of Riley. Please go to our website, classiccomedyotr.com. Click on the Become a Patron button to support our show on an ongoing basis, or click on the Donate button to make a single-time donation via PayPal. No matter how you support our show, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Until we meet again, in the words of Jeffrey Gitomer, change is not a four-letter word, but often your reaction to it is.